guys, welcome back to my channel. It is the third video, so you're looking at the same sassy bun and the same set of falling bangs and the same pillow mess in the back and the same everything. So I've been under the weather and I've decided to go ahead and just record back to back to get it all done. So I apologize for the raspy voice and the kid in the back, and I'm going to amuse you guys at the end of this video. I actually am using my iPhone 7 Plus to record this video, and of course in the past 5 videos I have been a lazy wretch, not have charged the Canon DSLR camera and used the actual tripod that it, you know, goes on. So I'm going to amuse you guys at the end of this video as far as what I have my iPhone propped up on, because the iPhone tripod broke. So your girl's gonna show you. You guys are gonna get amusement out of this video. So this is a story time. So back in, let's see, my son will be 18 on September the 27th. So when he was 2, so 99, so I would say 2001. Let's see, I'm from Florida, and I lived in a, well, like a townhouse, and it had a garage attached to it. And I used to park my car in there, of course. The inside of the garage, you know, I had the wood and stuff still like a garage. And I used to wear skirts. And parking in the garage, you never would think that you would have to roll up your window. You know, you're in your garage. I don't know, maybe I was just dumb. But you know, when you pull into your garage, I had my window down, close it. Don't even know what time frame this even happened, or you know, when. However, either A, I must have sat on this particular spider, and I'm inserting that picture of him here. Yes, that is a brown recluse spider. It will kill you, and very, very rare to find in Florida. However, apparently not so rare. I don't know if I sat on him and he bit me. I don't really know what happened, but I do remember, like, the guy that I was with at that time. I don't even want to remember him, but we were going to his mom's house, and I was just feeling really sick. So I decided just to stay in the car while he went inside. But while I was in the car, I had to lay on my left side, you know, in the car, in the seat. I was in a lot of pain and like feverish, and I just didn't feel good. I didn't know the reason why. So later on, after that, you know, I had went home, took a shower, and I'm gonna be quite frank with you guys, and it might be a little bit too graphic, but I apologize. But I can assure you my ASS is intact right now, so I'm not missing a chunk of my ASS or ARS. I'll say ARS. ASS in any kind of way. So it was fixed. However, by feeling, you know, like something ain't right, stinging, you're kind of feeling your tail, your tushy, and it was like a hard type mass. It was hot. So, you know, I kept going on with it, because who wants to have someone come over and be like, yeah,
hello, could you come over and look at my,
and see if there's something on it. So it went by for like a week, and then finally I called my mother over and had my mom come over, and I never actually saw it myself, but from what my understanding was, it was like about this big, and it was a red, like, I don't know what, and then it had like black spots or something in it. So immediately she took me to the emergency room, and they said it was boils. Now, I don't know where you would get a series of boils on your bum. So they gave me antibiotics. So it wasn't going away. I was getting like sore, so I was vomiting, weak, I couldn't move, the whole 9 yards. So we went a couple days after the emergency room to my ex. He had took me to an urgent care, and when the doctor came in to look at my bum, he actually asked, was it okay that his nurses that were in training come in and see my bum. So At that point, my arse was on display for about 6 people in a urgent care because I was diagnosed with being bitten by a brown recluse. That lovely feller, nice and scary. He, at that point, had decided to tell me that the venom or poison, whatever it is, had entered to my bloodstream and was going to kill me. So he told me that I needed to get to the nearest hospital as quickly as possible. Do not stop for anything at all. I needed to get there or he was going to call an ambulance for me. At that point, I was scared beyond I don't know what. I get to the hospital. And of course, in the waiting room, they don't consider being bit in your bum by a brown recluse an emergency. So as I was violently ill and vomiting and fever, I had fever and sweats and couldn't stand up. Like literally, I was literally on the ground in a ball in the emergency room for at least maybe 2 hours waiting to get in the back. When I finally got back there, the doctor, you know, after hours and hours, came and looked at it. By then I was like 50 times worse, extra weak, extra sweaty, extra vomiting, extra fever, so high. He did confirm it was a brown recluse that had bit me in the arse, and I was sent into emergency surgery. And the reason why I had said at the beginning of the video when my son was 2, because he will be 18 in a week, so it was that long ago, but there's a catch to the story. So I was rushed into emergency surgery where they literally had to, like, here's your butt cheeks. So they literally on the inside of your arse, they had to go in here and cut out the entire area where the like venom and stuff was. So seeing your butt from the outside as this being your butt cheeks, you don't see anything, you know, but if somebody were to spread your butt, you know, it would be in there. Cut it out. And my mom said it was like the length, the depth apart of like a pencil, so it was that deep that they had to actually like cut it out because I was going to die. Like legit, the venom and poison was in my bloodstream. It was over for me. I almost met my maker. So at that point after that, I remember being in like the hospital room, the doctor and nurse calling in my mom, or my mom was able to come and see me, and they had to unwrap my bandages and show my mom exactly what, you know, they did, because she would have to help me with the aftercare part. And I remember my mom looking at it one time and was like, so she ended up hiring nurses to come into my house twice a day, every day for like 6 weeks to help me, like, you know, bathe. And they had to actually change out the gauze because they packed in like the length of this pen full of gauze over and over to stuff the hole. So the nurses had to come and pull the gauze out, and I would shower and then they'd have to repack it, and I was just in so much pain, and it was just a nightmare. Like I was literally on my way to meet my maker. And then comes and rolls my son's 2nd birthday around. I had previously, like before this happened, bought him a little bike, and his birthday, I could barely, when I tell you, even get out of the bed for 5 minutes for him to enjoy his 2nd birthday. Yeah, it was bad. I had to literally get right back into the bed. And then they gave me, you know, prescriptions and stuff, and I believe it was potassium, if I'm not mistaken, a prescription because of everything, or no, iron, everything I was losing from the infection and being sick like that, deathly sick, that the left side of my body, all of a sudden while I was laying in bed, after I was bedridden for 6 weeks, started going numb and tingling from the top all the way down my face. At that point I knew something was wrong because it was moving down and being numb, and I was like, it's on my left side, I'm not feeling, and it just was odd. So I called my mom, and basically I was almost like on having a stroke because apparently the iron pills were too much for me. The iron pills, I guess, were too much for me. So yeah, I almost croaked, and I almost met my maker from being bit in the tail from a brown recluse. But I reassure you guys right now, there is no massive chunk taken out of my butt. It is an actually formed butt. No, I'm not showing anyone, so don't comment down below. Let me know. Just know. Mine looks like yours, but you know. So, thank you guys for joining me with my story time. If you're not already a subscriber, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button down below. Stay tuned for more story time and more whacked out stuff. As always, guys, stay blessed, stay cool, enjoy your week. I will catch you guys on my next video. Bye. As promised, I was going to entertain you at the end of this video. This is exactly the contraption that I have. I'm covering my address information up. This is a contraption that I legit had the iPhone propped up on using my external light as I'm blinding you in your eyeballs. This is on the desk that I have my iMac on. So yeah, I have an Ulta box, a FedEx box, a Happy Blender, a dish towel, a Pandora jewelry box. Yeah, I was grabbing it all, you guys, trying to prop up the phone. Needless to say, I need another tripod for the iPhone, but I thought I'd entertain y'all.